Check sound. I think everyone can hear me at this moment. It's not that anyone is here now, but of course you guys will be later on. So hopefully sound and everything is all set. Now, as I was doing the other time, I was trying some different combinations here. And just want to see how it works actually. How it's now working. The Siege Beta. And there's several things that I want to try. First, I want to up the difficulty. This doesn't really matter, but the manufacture potential in this is going to stay. No installators, of course, just double checking that it isn't there. And I want to start the campaign with, it's not Astrogoth, hold on, it's Draswath. Legendary, very hard. Okay, why the reason for Draswath? Because I had a campaign, or actually I started, and I realized, hey, I can actually check out if now on normal, if now it works, you know, if it works as well on not on normal, on legendary, the one that I did on normal. So hold on, I actually announced the stream a little bit. Okay. Okay. Let me just see. Hold on. Let's just check. Okay. I'm just sending out a notification that I'm on. Okay, now it's done. Sorry about that, guys. If you're here from the future, my apologies. Promise the pain and laborers will continue soon. So let's just check out how, as I was saying, how Draswath is going. Okay, and overall just seeing how things work here. Okay. Okay. Was just setting up the stream. Honestly, should set this up much sooner. So what I want to do is I want to go and capture here. Do the same thing that I did on normal, but doing on of course VHEH. On legendary VH actually. Okay, I can auto-resolve this. Okay, that's cool. I don't want to have to waste too long with that. So I'm just going to go army replenishment. I think so. Yep. That's a nice passive ability. Let me see if I can... Okay, if I give him the banner? No. If I give the banner to someone else? No. If I give the banner to this guy? No. If I give the banner to Draswath? Also no. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight this out. This is not a minor settlement battle, so it's kind of fine. Okay, let's fight it out. I really don't want to have to lose any units unless necessary, but I still want to test it's the defensive sieging. There we go. Finally, I reached the point where I can talk about that. So I want to test the defensive sieging and seeing how well it goes. Okay. Channel magic, yes, that's there we go. Okay, stop deployment. I need to get rid of those and those and those. So that will be a target for this guy. You're gonna stay back. You're gonna have you guys here. You guys in front. I likely lose some stuff here, not gonna lie. I need to use Draswath's ability. So he does have Dark Subjugation there, leadership, it's good. Let's just watch it over. He does start with the Dragwick battery, which is nice. I mean, yeah, I think I can move it here. Let's see if I can dodge those early missiles. There we go. Draswath, you're gonna have to move here and kind of bait everything. There we go. You're fine. Let's attack the Orc boys and do it here. Let's just stop it here. Gonna attack, You're gonna attack there. You're gonna attack here. Actually, you're gonna attack there. There we go. Actually, there we go. You can attack here, and you're obstructed, right? Yeah, I knew that would be obstructed here. Let's put it in melee. You're gonna go over there. You're gonna attack Gouger here. And that's cool. Not the best way of fighting this battle. It's not like I've trained or anything like that. Let's position these guys like this. Let's put them here. I really want them to succeed, but they're not doing that well. Yep, come on. There we go. Let's attack here. There we go. You're gonna go on the backs, and that's it. Not the easiest battle on Legendary, actually, I gotta say. But yeah, I should have waited just with Draswath to go and use the Dreadquick battery a little bit more. But yeah, I couldn't wait, you know. Hopefully that'll be the nail in the coffin. Yeah, I underestimated these units. They're about to kill my Goblin Liberals, but that alone, one hit is all that I need to cause the mass rout. And that's it. Yeah. That's a good victory, even though I could have done better. Way better. Lost some units. That's fine. Let's end battle. Purpose of this is testing, so I mean, it's not like we're gonna have to do too much. Notice how it doesn't count the army abilities to anyone, which is kind of sad. It should give them some kills. But yeah, it's kind of what it has to do. Okay, labor gained, that's nice. I'm gonna occupy his outpost. Push of toughness, that's okay. This would be a nice beginning, actually. Now let's just go like this. Doesn't really matter what I get. Yeah, something like this. And I'm gonna need a couple of turns for these guys to replenish, so might as well just recruit some stuff. You can go for income. You can go for this building. Recruit, let's go for this. Hellforge, I could get some more stuff. What could I get? I can get some more warriors, that's good. Okay, so instead of those insufficient funds, let me see if I can get some more funding. Nope. That's okay. I'd rather have this than the other one. Yeah, there we go. Again, purpose is just to capture this place and then see if the Gates of Za, if they will attack. And the purpose to see if with the CGI, if they have, contrary to the other one, because on normal they didn't attack me, and I had to just wait it out. And I just want to see if then on the siege, if they attack properly. So let's see it out. Let's see how it works. Factories are empty. More labor. More labor, yeah. I'm not really too worried about this. Let's get some Chaos Dwarf Warriors, right? Right. Do I have any quick deals? Nope. That's it. So far, it seems like on offense, when attacking, I'm kind of fine with how the siege, with the theme and the idea that they're going for. Yes, there's a lot of controversy now because the siege attacker was lost on many legendary lords, on all of them nearly, and that's a big bummer because people can't go as fast as they would want. But I would argue that's kind of like a good thing to start the discussion. Does every single legendary lord needs that? Should we not have that? You know? So let me just encamp and recruit 3 more. Yes, I guess so. I could have rushed that construction, I guess, but that's fine. Do I have any deals here? I don't want to die for nothing, you know. But for now, it doesn't seem like there's a problem. So, all that I want is just conquer that place and see if the enemy will attack me. So, it shouldn't be too difficult of a situation. And if they don't, they're likely the initial orcs will attack the sentinels and then my initial capital, which is what happened previously. So, you're gonna go there. Yeah, declare war. Let me just backspace in case he has the army there. He doesn't? Okay. Nay. Okay, we cannot do this, so we need to get the siege ladders or the battering ram. Let me just continue siege and let's see the effect on that. But I want to test out defensive siege, not offensive ones, so that's why I won't fight it. I mean, I could fight it, but I think I've seen how the offensive sieges can go. And with the Chaos Dwarfs, like 4 ladders, 4 siege towers, 1 ram, you have more than enough to deal with it, you know. Military convoys available, that's okay. Let's just send 1 new convoy. Bulls into Master. Covert has additional Infernal Guard units, okay. No, I like this one. Iron Head Master. Let's go to where? I've heard people how often all that we need is labor, actually. So let's go current car, and it gives me a lot of labor. Cannot afford to dispatch because it costs how much? Yeah, I don't have the 400 armaments. I have 44. What am I talking about? This all costs armaments. Armaments. This costs gold for that. Armaments, armaments, armaments. Everyone just wants armaments. Only this one's gold? Really? Okay. Some gold for labor. I guess that's fine. That's okay. So yeah, that's an auto resolve. That's easy. I want to occupy this just as a standard tower, honestly. Yeah, casualty replenishment rate, definitely I want that. I could go for this, but that's on the next turn, that's likely. I want logistician. You gotta survive, that's good. Research, that's good. Let's end up the turn. I don't know your opinions, guys. If you wish, just comment on later on or in chat, depending if you're here already. Just regarding how you're finding the Siege beta, either by playing yourselves or if you're with the opinion of some other content creator, for instance, or anything like that. So what I want is I want to leave this guy here and check out if they're going to go and attack me. I should leave this army fairly low, actually. So I'm going to delete a few units. Let me just merge all this. Yeah, there we go. Merge selected units. And I can delete some units. There we go. How many? So 8, I think. 11. Yeah, there we go. 12 with that. There we go. That should be fine. That should be fine too. Let's go. Purpose is precisely to try to entice them to attack. On Legendary, it shouldn't take too long for them to reach a 20 stack. And let's see if they will attack. Because previously I had about the same army and they didn't. So let's see if anything changed there. Okay, this is much faster attack. Wow, that's decisive. There we go. And I think I only recruited like a lord and a couple of units here on the Black Fortress, and they did siege. So that's okay. That's the purpose. So hateful, cowardly, aggressive, needful. Okay, let's go for this one. And let's get this and this. And that's okay. I think that army should be able to siege me. And yeah, on Legendary, look at the difference. I mean, I was playing on normal and it took them forever to come in and siege that settlement. And over here, they immediately sieged it on next turn and conquered it, actually. Because previously, on normal, they sack, raise a lot more than they conquer. And on Legendary, they seem to try to occupy terrain much more, you know. But some of the differences of the AI in this case. Are they attacking me already? That's good. Settlement besieged. Now, what I want to see is... Previously, they got 4... siege towers, and then they used it all at once at the same place. So let's see how that changed, actually. So I tried to repeat the same thing, and this was way faster. So yeah, let's go over here. Doesn't really matter what it is. Only matters if they are going to attack, and I want to see in battle how it's going to happen. Okay. Oh, I just hope that the rebellion doesn't attack the greenskins. Come on. There we go, attack me. There we go, there we go. That's good. No equipment available, that's for me. Does it show him? I don't know. Let's watch. Because what happened here is that he had 4 towers previously. He positioned all of the units just in one side with the towers, and then everything else on the other side. And what happens is that it's way too easy for me to deal with it because he doesn't have any ladders. So let's see if the same thing happens. No, this is interesting. So I don't know if this is due to legendary difficulty, but definitely they didn't deploy as previously. So they did get the 4 towers only. I don't see anything else, right? Are there any ladders? Doesn't seem like it. No battering ram, no nothing there. Doesn't seem like it. No. So over here, all that I need is a couple of archers. And they'll demolish these guys. Actually, I don't even need the archers there. I'll just need the orc laborers. So, yeah, all that I need... Hold on. The worst part about it is, for instance, this. I wish it would move over here so that I could have... I know that I'm moving a lot of units, but for instance, this was mentioned by Elven Plot, which is this is what should happen, right? Like, you see this? I should be able to move there without that skipping a beat, you know? Like, this shouldn't just jump. And that's a little bit of the problem with the pathfinding. And you can notice, like here, this is what you want to happen, but this is not. See? Like I'm moving, and this army should be reducing, and being able to be placed regardless of where I go, you know? But yeah, that's something for another time, it seems. Hopefully they can resolve that sort of situation, because that's related to pathfinding issues as well. Now, let's get these towers conquered, and that's about it. That's the defense over here. And let's see how they defend. By the way, this has changed significantly. So I can get 1. Where's the other towers? I can get 2. And I can get 3, actually. Okay. That seems nice, even though they won't have precisely the range. I guess that's nice. So I want this, you to be here, and I want the blunderbusses here, and these guys here, and I want these guys to be ready to attack whatever comes in from those guys. And this is the last one, and it's going to be here. Are my gates open? No. Okay. That's okay. And I want to see how he does this. So this is group 1, this is group 2. I don't mind too much. I didn't get this place, so I guess I should go over here and capture it. That was sad. But I want to see the damage on the towers, because these guys have fire damage actually. So let me focus down on 1 tower. Okay. Are the towers firing? Yes, they are. And they do quite a significant damage. So I can eliminate this tower. Yeah. Let me see if the blunderbusses can destroy that tower. You're going to destroy that one? That's good. They all fall nearly to their death. This is something that shouldn't happen, actually. So he's attacking here, and I'm going to use this here. I think he dodges, but too much. Yeah, I guess too much. Let me just... He can't cast. Oh, he can't. No, he can't. Okay, that's fine. These guys should go here, because that gate is going to take forever to do some damage. So this guy taking here, and yeah, it doesn't seem like this is going to work here either. And over here he's just approaching and getting killed. Well, at least he has some level of stuff. at least he approached, you know, and is trying to do something. Let's go over here and get those towers working. These are just goblins. So you can do this. In case just that you're fighting Draswath, you can definitely do this. You know. It's not the best fight that I've ever taken, but it's not the worst either. That large explosion did some damage. Are they broken through the gate? No, they haven't. And I think I can get some more shots. Let's do it. Yep. I didn't even check chat. If anyone would be messaging, I swear I was just watching the battle. And now I kind of want to play Draswath for sure, you know? I know that is a little bit wasted, but I just really wanted to check out how the AI worked. And it does seem like there's going to be a difference between normal and legendary. So, with that in mind, that's a feedback to give. It shouldn't really matter much if the AI does something different, you know? It shouldn't really matter too much, the difficulty setting, in terms of how the AI would deal with this. It should be the case for the AI always being able to deploy properly, instead of just, you know, all 4 siege towers on one place and then nothing here on this other place, you know. It feels kind of weird, like they're just allowing me to poke at them. The squeaker they're attacking here, and they're gonna take forever, of course. And by the time they react, I'm pretty sure that I've gotten through. So you are going to attack here, and these guys, I think I can tell them to attack here. I cannot. No, they're obstructed, so I want them to not move. Yeah, but that's not going to happen. So in that case, if they see the line of sight situations, they were on a higher ground. That shouldn't be a no problem. I'll allow that one, but still, it leaves a sour place in our mouths, you know. So overall, what do I want from these guys? Let's attack the goblin archers. And likely this is kind of over there. Yeah. I'm attacking with Chaos Dwarven units. It's amazing that he's retreating again through my place. You know, through my settlement. That's easy. That's because that's the edge of the map that he's closest to. And that's how they always retreat. But it's always like a bit annoying how that works, you know. So yeah, archer units, let's attack the goblins and these goblins. I can even cast this. It's not the best damage, but all that I need is some damage to start lowering these guys' expectations in combat. But yeah, so far it seems like decent. Of course they can attack and can create these issues. I'm gonna wait for them to invade my towers. You know, the squeakers are not gonna cause too much trouble if I just position these guys here. You're gonna go here to protect them, and I'll just create some barriers here and here, and that's it. And another tower here, and that's it. So overall, everything seems to be fine here. Okay, he got some damage there. That's okay. There we go. I lost the tower, the gate there, but it's okay. Oh, here's some squeakers. That's nice. It's nice that he's trying. But I mean, Let me dock on that gate. That barricade here. Actually, I need to attack there. Because otherwise it's gonna get destroyed. So let's just move in. Okay, you no longer needed there. Let's attack the goblin archers. But at least it's a development, you know. Okay, you're gonna go over here. Yeah, and that's victory. Yeah. So AI still not good in offensive sieges. Still not good, even on legendary. This shouldn't be a possibility. You know, I should have to really split my units. And without the ladders, with the ladders, this is completely lost. Completely lost. They just take the ladders, they take the gates, they open the gates, you know, the squeak herds advance, the goblins advance, and it's a staggered initiative until the end. And that's why I don't think the AI realizes its potential or not. And if the AI just had, like, siege towers everywhere to split or moved with everyone on the same spot. Notice that he docked with some of the siege towers, and they didn't go for them. They kept going for the gate. So yeah, they have to resolve the offensive siege in order for it to be fun. Because if they resolve the offensive siege without the ladders, then it's completely different. Like this with insta ladders, the AI just does properly. Okay. So let's replenish that army, not that it's needed, but let's start a new campaign, actually. Yeah, I don't think the AI is here. Yeah, maybe they will attack here. Let me just end up the turn and see if that happens. Did I recruit some units here? Yeah, don't need that. Let's go. Let's see if they actually will siege here and under which conditions. Because the Chaos Dwarf, and that's why I wanted the Chaos Dwarfs, because they have 4 ladders, 4 siege towers, 1 battering ram on the first turn. So I'm wondering if the AI actually builds those, and if it's a matter of giving the AI or gifting the AI some extra siege equipment when they are attacking. You know, it doesn't need to make them too much. Okay. It's okay. He's attacking me. This I like a lot. The fact that it doesn't take too many of my units makes it so much better. So he's attacking me. That's cool. I wanted that to happen. And I just want to see the deployment phase. Come on, attack on the next turn and show me 4 ladders, 4 towers, etc. Yeah. Legendaries, no, not a... It's a pain, guys. Don't get caught in too many battles without armies. If you skip even 1 turn without recruiting in the early game, then you're toast on Legendary. Okay, so they are attacking. It states Spheric Victory? Really? I guess they have a lot of goblins, but not a lot of Chaos Dwarf units. In fact, they have 1 artillery unit. Okay, that's cool. Let's fight it out. I do have the gates slightly destroyed there and not repaired. I wonder why. I mean, I've done everything. I wonder why. Okay, and he does have a battering ram at least. A cool looking one, actually. He does have 4 ladders. That's nice. And does he have yet another battering ram? No. So I'm pretty certain he could have a little bit more. And maybe this is the case where they can resolve it. So let's see how it works. It's kind of similar here, right? To the other one. I'm just gonna have some laborers there. Okay, so let's deploy everyone here. Ooh, frame. Ooh, the frames. So start deployment, yes. And let's assign just this 3 units here. And I got all the 3 gates. Okay, that's cool. I want some defensive troops. So this is control 2. Control 1. Actually, control 0. Just so that I know about it. And these are ladders. Honestly, I don't know if the ladders can be destroyed by fire, but I know that the units below can. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I want these guys to help out. The thing with the battering ram is that it always creates this situation of destroying it really fast. And I kind of want these guys to take the ladders, to take this place, and these guys to defend on over here. And there's the Lord actually, so might as well just get this guy here. Okay. And I want you guys here. I know they're with their backs, but there's no missile units there. Yeah. So one fix, for instance, is that siege towers can have a missile unit, actually. So that's kind of cool. And where's Drazwath? I think Drazwath should be here, because that's where one of his units are. So control 1 is all these units. Control 2 is all these units. This guy is control 3. I guess that's fine. Let me just put these guys on control 4, just for the kick of it. Yeah. Not too worried here. Towers will just hit anything. But over here, I kind of want the towers to hit the best unit. And I want to see his reaction, honestly. And over here, I really want my towers to hit the units carrying the ladders. But overall, this is already a lot more fun to watch, I can say. So if the AI, all that it needs is more siege equipment that has more health, then I guess that's fine. Because look at that. Those ladders, you can see the health of the ladder. Vehicle health is going to about be destroyed. And that's kind of fun, because it seems like these Infernal Guards are really good at doing that damage. I'm going to take out the Laborers. Okay. They're about to get overrun, so we're gonna go over here. There we go. And it didn't prompt those guys to come in. That's the thing. It didn't prompt those guys to come in. You see? Like the fact that they have ladders. I wonder if this is by default. They actually went to get this unit, which is extremely interesting. Okay, I can attack here, and I can attack here. That's okay. And these guys are here just in case. I think I can put these guys here, and they'll attack, and that's nice. And over here, yeah, the battering ram immediately destroy that. Okay, that's cool. Drazwath, I think I'm gonna go and attack the Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses there. Yep. And I think these guys are gonna do just fine there. Let me put these dwarves with great weapons, lowering in leadership, and definitely in melee defense, so that they die faster. He's attacking Drazwath with fire. He really is attacking Drazwath with fire. Are you kidding me? Okay, getting some work laborers. These guys are able to shoot over here. That's fine. Over here, how's everything? Yeah, see, I don't see them doing too much damage. But he managed to breach. How did he breach through the gates? Just hitting them with the Chaos Dwarf Great Warriors? I guess so. Okay, so these towers attack the blunderbusses, and I like the new cone from the towers. It's a little bit better, you know. Let's attack here. Let's keep going and attack there. Well, let's just move here. And over there, he's got no more ammunition, so don't I. Yeah, there we go. Some nice shots. You can go over here. I didn't even build towers. That's how much towers are important. Let's create a kill zone here, actually. But I feel like this is easy to fight against. But not that the AI has done anything poor. Other than this deployment here where he didn't have enough siege weapons. So perhaps giving the AI some free siege weapons can be the way to go. And just not allowing them to attack on first turn. They have to build some, but then they have like 3 battering rams or 2 battering rams extra, and they'll always punch through, or just give them some freed ladders. I don't know. Something, because this just makes it way easier. Way too easy to win. And this would be a more difficult battle, especially because of that. If the case wasn't for the units hold on, let me just dock here. Okay. If the case wasn't for them having no siege weapons at all. I mean, they lack the siege weapons. They cannot do anything properly here. These guys, I'm going to put them here. So you're going to go over there. You're going to go over there. You're going to chase these guys. You're going to go over here. Okay, these guys are killing the enemy lord there. That's cool. Even though I don't really need it. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of extra developments sometimes. Let me just move these guys here. Wish I had my flaming ability, actually. Because, yeah, he's winning here, but that's okay. Is he attacking with the Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses in melee? Are you kidding me? He is. For real? That's... well, it works, but... I mean, that's not the case of what I would do. Yeah. Over here it's fine. These two guys can deal with it. You're gonna go over here. Actually, you're gonna go over here, and you're gonna go over here. You can kill anyone that comes over. You're just gonna go over to the middle. Barricades everywhere! And just a tower as soon as possible. Yep. But yeah, I think this is still easy to do, regardless of their possibilities here. Hobgoblins, sneaky gits, let's attack them. I want to take out those guys. Let's take out some sneaky gits. Tank their leadership. Let's put them here. Oh, see, this is one of the cases. The Hobgoblin Bolt Thrower. Like, it can destroy almost all the towers if he wants, but it doesn't seem like it's one of the things that he wants to do. Let's move here. I'm just chilling, seeing if the AI does something more meaningful. You know, I managed to attack here. Okay. You're gonna attack here. Okay, he's attacking there. He's doing some damage there. Okay, I can attack here. Let's go here. I know that there's a docked unit there, but it's okay. You can tank for them. Let's hit it. He's attacking these guys. Push through. Let's go. Push through. These guys can hit someone if they want, if they really want. Good eye, Fireborn. They're attacking the Hobgoblin archers. You can go over here and deal with this. You can put yourself here. Throw out one more. Yeah, you're done. It's okay. Towers are okay. This guy is okay. Okay, let's go. Yep. This seemed like this is fine. And look, that initial army, that late army, the reinforcements, they went straight through the battering ram, you know, through the gate that was destroyed, instead of going through to the ladders. So there's a little bit of some coding here that needs to be done properly, because the AI seems to go like, this unit has a ladder, it will use it. No one else will use it. This unit has a battering ram. The gate will be destroyed and then everyone is funneled through the gate. This seems to be the reasoning for the AI in the battle. And that's why I think that offensively I'm fine with some of the changes. I mean, of course, the only controversial one is the siege attacker existing or not. But I'm not fine with, like, seriously, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. This is legendary, highest difficulty settings. And I'm not even bothered by it. I mean, is it? Do I have something? It is, right? Where are the settings? I don't even know where the settings are. Well, I cannot change them in battle, that's for sure. Okay, so let's end the battle. But that's the thing. It should be way more difficult than this. Man, that's a Kadai Fireborn worth its weight in gold. So someone has mentioned how, for instance, Kislev, Catherine, is very difficult in the early game because of the siege conditioning. Let me try her out. It's not exactly the easiest campaign as well. I might fail it and have to restart it a few times, but I'll check it out. Army replenished, that's okay. But yeah, 2 siege defenses, they're fine, they're fun, but the AI feels like it could have done way better with the siege. Hey, I can Pyrrhic victory this, that's nice. So, I'm sorry, are the Chaos Dwarfs just really... Yeah, they are. They're just really tuned in. I mean, yeah. Okay, exit to main menu. So that's a great campaign actually to test, the Sim Siege. You know, that's a great campaign to test. If there's ever a second, I have to remember Draswath as a good campaign to actually test this out. Kislev, Catherine, it's been a while since I played. I only played to check the newest changes. But yeah, campaign, legendary, very hard, everything here is just standard. No insta ladders, ace stats, it's fine. Let's go. Another thing that it kind of changes things is Realms of Chaos. I know that not many people, you know, like the Realms of Chaos campaign, but I'm pretty sure the balance there is completely off the roof with the changes to Siege. Because all of these legendary lords suddenly cannot siege on the first turn, and so many times you would need that in order to proceed. So yeah, I'm pretty certain there's some issues there. Okay, let's continue. So I just want to see if I can... how the campaign goes without, you know, any cheese or anything like that. I'll just recruit some units, see if I cannot resolve, etc. The type of stuff that I would do, you know. Army invocations, I cannot deal any. Don't have any specific units there. So yeah, let me go straight up here. I know that this is a close victory, but yeah. That's a lot of damage, actually. That's a lot of damage, actually. Wow, that's interesting. So never auto-resolve this battle. You know? I can go to Kislev to recruit units, can I? Yeah, that's good. Now let's just cast our spam. Kislev can do recruitment cost for coastal allied units. No. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Orthodoxy support. Ice court support. Income from all buildings. Now the growth. Construction costs. Now let's go income. And always income. Always income. And growth. Recruitment costs. Construction costs. Recruitment costs. Because I'm recruiting units. And this only has the Cossas with spears. Okay, that's cool. Let me give the people. This one is always nice. Hooked X blades. It's kind of like always good. Let's get Root Marcher. Commandment available. Here recruitment costs. No, local recruitment capacity +2. That's always nice to ensure that we get that. Let's get some trade deals here. Okay. So never auto-resolve the first battle. I wanted to go as fast as possible, and now I'm going as slow as possible. But yeah, that's the thing. It's always nice to have someone who auto-resolves this so that you don't have to do it. And then you learn, hey, never auto-resolve on Legendary the first battle. Well, almost everyone already knows that, but still, sometimes you just have that itch. You just play the campaign, and you're just going like, oh, I'm just gonna auto-resolve everything again, and I'm dead. You know, that's kind of like the thing. Okay. Anything else? Yes, of course. There's always something else. I will listen. I don't even care what they offer me. I don't know if it's 1 gold or 3 gold or whatever. I just know that's more. Can I recruit one? Yeah, sure. I know for some people playing really fast is annoying, so let me know if that's the case. All that I want is just a check siege. Okay, guys. So sorry if I'm just going way too fast and not showing, you know, too much. Typically when I'm recording, I'm actually going slower, you know. And even then, some people said, no, you gotta slow it down. And I'm like, okay, sorry. Okay, she's gonna be Tempest, right? Tempest or Ice? I think Ice is the typically better, right? Or considered better, if I'm not mistaken.
From here, I rule.
I could get something like this. That's a full stack and I don't need it. What else can we get?
True savages.
I wonder if I'm going to do the opposite. If I'm going to receive a siege. Because by this time, yeah, by the time that I'm finishing, I think so. I'll have to check where the major capital is and then try to go for the siege and see the differences. Like, yeah, there's a 1 turn, I cannot capture it, and then the AI attacks somewhere else. I want to see that. Yeah, I think that's the best way. So you're gonna go Pirate's Weapons. Yeah, it's always nice. Logistician, upkeep, it's always good. Infantry is always nice. Quartermaster, it's just upkeep. And Ice Guard. Well, I would want Guardianship because you're gonna go with Tsarina, and that's cool. So Fort Yakova is the province capital, so I'm going to try to sail past it, right? 52. Always check the movement points, not the percentage, so that you can encamp, because it costs movement points to encamp, not that. Okay. I can even recruit these two.
Mistress of
Oh, it's global. Hold on. No, I cannot.
I will brook no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can. I believe I can reach that in next turn. But okay. And I'm pretty sure that I should attack Vitevo, but you know, who knows? Who knows? I inadvertently find a better way of doing this. Like maybe they attack Kislev and it's an easy defense, and then suddenly I have control over all of this really fast, you know? Who knows? Sometimes you discover this sort of thing by doing a quick auto-resolve that shouldn't be done. Okay, yeah, that's a close victory and I win it. Okay. And I'm already getting replenishment, so I'm going to get even more replenishment. Orthodoxy support devotion, no. I scored support, yes, I want that. Court in Orthodoxy. I can get Battleborn, Devote Guardians, security subsidies, treaties. I think there's one that gives me replenishment, spell intensity, unlocks an escort training. No. War. Okay. Battleborn is not going to happen too soon. Hierarchy. Hierarchy is good for the next one. So I'm thinking merging units. 14. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to go here. I'm gonna get a second lord, maybe a Druzina. Druzina! Okay, and then he's gonna go over here and force march and give her some good stuff. I think I'll like to go over there. It's just one unit at this point, but I think it's fine. Architect, growth, economist. Economist is always nice. Recruitment costs all factions worldwide. I mean, hero capacity +1, that's always nice. Protector. Protector is cool. Protector is cool. Devotion and corruption. Yeah, let's go. It's always nice to have a little bit of... Because it's like two problems at once solved, you know? Not two problems, but it's, you know, more devotion, more corruption. It always helps. And remember, this is just a test. It doesn't count if I screw up.
Only I keep Kislev secure.
Glacial Blaster, Ice Sword. Vanguard? Vanguard is nice. Unbreakable. Okay. No, Vanguard is nice. It's the one that I would never pick. Okay, that's okay for me. Okay. So you're gonna go over here, and now we don't have it. We don't have it. See, and it's even a valiant defeat. So she doesn't have anything. How many do I get? 2. Okay, let's continue the siege. And now let's see, because I have 14 units. Let's get you on here. I'll have to go in like half an hour. Or actually 20 minutes, actually. Okay, and now let's go back there. And it's still... So 2 turns takes way too much, actually. I would rather just have this. Yeah, 1 battering ram, 4 ladders. Yeah, that's for sure. Continue the siege. But it doesn't seem like... It's a turn that I kindly would lose. Doesn't seem like there's too many developments. And I even made terrible decisions here instead of conquering Vitevo. So, is there any chance to get any unit that has siege attacker? Because that's the problem with everyone. It's like, oh, I cannot get siege attacker. This one doesn't get it. Frostworm gets it at tier 3. I mean, I'll recruit with 1 Frostworm. Warbear Riders don't get it. Elemental does get it. This one has, of course, it's artillery. This monstrous infantry doesn't. The Hag Witch as well doesn't have. I'm just checking in case there's anyone else. You know, what about the Patriarch? Patrick doesn't. Let me see the mounts. I believe that the Warhorse doesn't give. This one does. The Warbear does. The Frostworm has. But the Ice Court doesn't. Yeah, I saw someone mention that if you get the sled, you lose the ability to do it. Which is, I mean, how many sieges will you actually have with Tsarina throughout the campaign? How many province sieges? Like, a good campaign maybe, I don't know, 20? Not joking, like provincial capitals that you will absolutely need Tsarina to siege. So that's 20 turns extra. And just give it a halfway through the campaign, you just give it a siege attacker. I don't know. I feel a meta developing there, and that we can kind of have that for some lords. Others doesn't make any sense. Like Scarbrand, yeah, come on, he one-shots a gate, so I mean, he should have siege attackers. So there's some development here that should be done, and some changes that should be done. But overall, I'm kind of fine with having to wait a turn. You know, I'm kind of fine with that in some circumstances. You know what I mean? For the AI, I just wish they would get more stuff. I just wish they would get more stuff. But overall, it's decent changes. I find the pacing of the siege battle a little bit better. You know, you defend this place and then defend that place and then defend that place. Instead of having to be overwhelmed by everyone. Okay, let's accept. I typically don't do this, but, you know, let's accept. Now I have the technology. Training is complete. Streltsy, not that I have any. And you're gonna go back.
Your lord has arrived.
Yeah. And yeah, now I can do it. So, and it's one of those things. I feel like I can perfectly do this with this, even the army that I have. So it's one of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna fight it out and make a complete fool of myself. Trust me. But it's one of those things that I feel people are going to try a little bit more, and then they'll be able to do it. And it's just a matter of not being too focused on, oh my god, I don't have siege attacker, it's worthless. No, you can build a couple of, just one turn of equipment is decent enough. I mean, 4 ladders, one battering ram. I mean, it's perfectly fine. So there's like 4 towers there, and there's like 2 towers only here, 2 actual towers, because the gatehouse doesn't have. So this is the best place to go. This is kind of like one of the poor things about this. Let me see if they destroy the stuff, just to see. I'm gonna use everyone at the same time, channel magic, and I'm gonna have to. Do I want to send the Kislev warriors? No, do I want to send the armored Kossas? Yes. So I only need these 2. Drop the siege equipment. And you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. Let's put you and you as group 5. Actually, no, group 4, because you're missile units. And you are group 2. And you're gonna be hiding here. There we go. Group 1, you're gonna be hiding there. I really don't want her to suffer too much. These guys, they're gonna be group 5 because they're the front line. Yeah, start deployment, start battle. That's cool. I think I'm gonna send this one over here. I wonder if he can survive. Okay, there's some missile units here. That's a bit of a problem, but I guess it's okay. Is there anyone not moving? I hate when I'm recording because often I'm thinking way too poorly on that. I could have done the siege, the possibility of having the cavalry unit on the other side, but I mean, that's okay. Yeah. Can get this, can get the breath. Does it work on a platform? No, it doesn't. But I guess that it would work like this here. Well, I guess I can do this. Just a little bit. The battering ram is really fast, by the way, and the ladders are also fast. So that's cool. And this is the part where we would land there, you know. But I actually want to be here. See, they dropped the siege ladder there. The vehicle health is decent. The animations here, they said they're a little bit janky, so they wanted to change it. That's fine. The battering rams, they've done it. So all that I want is to capture this place. Sending the units. And you see, the advantage that we typically had with the ladders is that we can move these units as well to the gates to fight it out. Okay, so he opened the gates here. Let me attack there. I just want the marauders to come in. There we go. Let's go. And I guess this is fine, I guess. It would be better if these guys were fighting somewhere else. But see, look, pathfinding issue right there. These guys, I guess it's fine. They went on the walls. Okay, there's a little bit of an issue there. They're attacking, so that's cool. I want to attack the Marauder Horsemen there.
The motherland's finest. Retribution. The Queen marches.
Yeah, look at this. They're not going through the gate. Yeah, some of those pathfinding issues are still present and of course create this issue. But still, yeah, these guys are retreating, of course. Of course, I sent them in without any backup and they have to face these guys. This little leopard as well. It's just a good unit, but to take down enemy lords or heroes with some support, with some level of support, you know. There we go.
The Queen abides.
I think it's fine. Okay, they're going through here. Okay, that's nice. That's okay, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's okay. And she's going through the wall. Yep. Even though I told her to go here. That's the famous siege gate bug. Some people mention different versions of the siege gate bug, but it's always about the same. It gets open and then it's very difficult to do something. You know?
Land is power. Cossacks. For the orthodoxy.
What I've noticed is something like this working a little bit better to get, you know, shots off. Yeah, this guy is toast. These guys are done for. And yeah, it's gonna take a while to understand what's the best course of action, you know? It's gonna take a while to understand. But I can see this being quite a threat. Because for instance, I'm not going with taking the whole wall and then forcing them there. I'm just sending in the units and seeing how the AI reacts and responds well. Defending. But I don't think that... I keep thinking like, oh, how many ladders would I bring? I'd likely bring siege towers. I'd likely bring siege towers for this. and just wait one more turn, you know? Or, and of course, bring an army that isn't this, you know, that isn't, that is fully deployed, you know, that it can fight actually in melee. Because I can't get a lot of damage with these guys from below. I would need to dock here to start shooting down. And likely I wouldn't even send the main forces here. I would send the main forces through the gate so that I can later dock the forces here and shoot down to the gates. Yeah, I think that would be kind of like the best case scenario. These guys are about to lose all the missiles, and I'm definitely not going for the win here. I can still salvage this, but I lost Catherine. But I wanted to see how the whole situation works. I feel it's a little bit more difficult, yeah. And I would have to make different decisions, you know. The fact that we can no longer like easily do this, you know. And then with the gate bugs and everything like that, it can create specific situations like this one. Where I'm attacking, I'm thinking, oh, I'm pretty fine. And then, oh no, hold on. My missile units aren't doing as much damage. They're not able to support the fight inside it. And I have to move way slower, not used to it. And then suddenly it creates this sort of situation, you know? But yeah, let me concede a defeat. Oh no, a defeat. I'm terrible at the game. But that's the thing. If this is the sort of situation that happens, if I go like, oh, hands on, yeah, it's fine, and suddenly I lose, and like, okay, that's good. That means I have to rethink how it works, and by rethinking, simply means that that it's doing some rework, you know? I wouldn't like for a lot of changes, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I'm still fighting the same way, and it's still cosmetic, you know? That's the sort of idea. 15... So the hours, 15:20. I think I have 10 more minutes to check something else. Let me see. Yeah, she was wounded. Oh no, no, I'm terrible. Okay. Let me check one more. I think Scarbrand. Scarbrand is just, please give him siege attacker. Who doesn't have siege attacker? Let me just check out the skirmish versus AI. So I remember that for Chaos Dwarfs, like Astrogoth has. Yeah, he has siege attacker. I mean, if Astrogoth has siege attacker, but Nakari doesn't. Does Nakari get siege attacker? Nakari has siege attacker, but Scarbrand doesn't. Does Scarbrand has? I mean, maybe they have updated this. Okay, he doesn't. So this is just when they do this, it's likely they just clicked on remove siege attacker for all landlords or anything like that, or lords. And let me see if it has a difference, like lord. It's large entity mass 6,000. No, Nakari doesn't have as much. It has wizard lord, so that can be the case. Like maybe they took, let me see, wizard lord. Yeah, see, siege attacker. This is a lord and it doesn't have. So legendary, let me see if that's the case. Empire. Is wizard lord? No, it's not the case. Maybe humans, maybe. Okay, let me check. Nurgle is Kugath, wizard lord, and he has it. He has siege attacker. Okay. Feastus is a wizard lord, and he doesn't have. Okay, so there goes the. Oh, but he's a small entity. Okay. Okay, and I have a call that I need to take. That'll be the end of the stream, guys, because I really need to take this call. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you for another episode. If I have something more to test out, I'll show you. Okay? Bye-bye.